quiet because the baby's napping.
Ember's asleep. She let me put her to sleep.
She's been, ever since we moved into the bus, she's been like fighting the transition. So she doesn't want to take naps because she usually takes 2 naps a day, and she's only been taking 1, and that's if we can get her to go down, and it takes a long time sometimes.
I just heard a squeal. Was that from her?
I know. I think it's the birds. Sometimes when we're at the shop, it'll sound like a little girl screaming.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, should I call the police? And then I'll hear it again and realize it was the
It
birds.
was the bird.
I'm like, okay.
So you guys, I'm in the big bus.
Samantha got to take a shower
I took
in the
it.
bus today.
It's literally the most glamorous bus I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a house. It's a house. I took a shower. My hair is clean. I don't feel like I'm camping. We cooked. We there's room. We've been walking around. This is glamour, my friends. Glamour.
Samantha got to sleep on the pull-out couch,
I
and
did.
we watched a movie last night. We watched The Hangover.
Yep.
And had some wine, and
I slept great after the wine, especially. I was dead. Jaylena was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And by the time she came out of the bathroom, I was dead asleep.
yeah.
Because I don't remember you
No, you were
coming
asleep.
out, so I'm pretty sure I was asleep.
But you did turn the TV off at some point.
I did. I
Because
do remember that.
I left it on because honestly, I like leaving the TV on, but Isaac doesn't like it. But then I just could use you as an excuse. But you did wake up and turn it
Yeah,
off.
I'm PTSD. In my van, I'm like, I will wake up with 0 battery if I leave something on. I used to fall asleep to the TV, I guess, but my batteries used to be a lot better than they are now. They're saying we sound very far away.
It's probably because we're like whispering.
Yeah, we're talking quiet.
Where's my volume button? I don't know where it is.
We're trying not to wake up the baby.
Sorry.
This is the only time we had to go live.
We're hopefully going to do something cool. That's why Isaac's not here. He's actually out doing something right now. I don't want to give too much away. But we had plans to go somewhere, and it snowed because the snow follows Samantha everywhere she goes.
You guys, the snow follows me. My friends at home in Minnesota call me the snow witch. It snows everywhere I go.
I'm a believer now.
It's everywhere.
The weather was so beautiful, and it was like 60 degrees, and the sun was out, and then Samantha came, and it was like, boom, winter storm warning.
Yeah. Yep. So
our plans essentially are a no-go because we can't take the bus down the road that we would need to go where we wanted to go. So we had to make alternative plans, but I'm still excited.
And I just came for the ride. So I had no expectations. So for me, I'm just like, whatever we do,
Yeah.
it's
So
going to be fun.
we were actually going to have Josh come this weekend to put the hitches on the bus, and we decided Josh is going to come at a later date so that we could take a trip and do something fun with Samantha. So
Sorry, Josh.
So we're excited to
Yeah.
go do something because we haven't. We went on our first trip, and then we came back and we're just cleaning and downsizing and getting rid of stuff.
And I just had time off of work. So I was supposed to work a 4-day trip this week. If you don't know, I work in the airline industry. And I was supposed to work a 4-day trip, and I was tired, and I tried to drop it, and I was like, no one's going to pick up this trip. I was fully prepared to work it. And then someone picked it up. I still
that's
complete it.
nice.
And then I texted Jaylena. I'm like, Jaylena, do you have time off?
She's like, how about
I have time off. I want to come.
we were like, yeah, we've been waiting.
Yeah, and I was so excited to see the bus because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all since you guys started. I had
Not
to
in
watch
person,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I had to watch it online with everybody else, and it's so cool in real life.
It is. It's. I think you're the first friend that we officially had as a guest
Yeah,
come and stay in the bus.
they're very good hosts.
We try.
I love it.
Yeah, I've been, and I feel like Ember was excited to see you, and she does really good. Well, she's been fussy though. I think she's just teething.
Yeah. She's pretty happy though when you put her in the, what's this called?
We call it her scoop, but I think it's called a walker.
Yeah. When she's in that little walker and she just runs around, it's amazing.
She'll run back and forth with the biggest smile on her face, and she'll throw herself backwards. It's funny.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking quiet because the baby's sleeping. I think that's the only thing people are asking.
Yeah, Ember's asleep, and her naps are important.
Yeah,
to
she
me.
needed one.
She was very cranky, and she stayed up pretty late last night compared to when she normally goes to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, then she woke up early because it got bright in the morning. We didn't put the skylight thing cover on there. So,
Samantha, have you tried the pho yet? What pho?
is there?
Oh,
is
he
that a thing?
retracted it. So maybe it was supposed to say something else.
What would PHO be mistaken for?
I don't know. Oh, the toilet. No.
You haven't beaten it either, huh?
No.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
But we're gonna go on a trip, so you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
It's not bad.
No.
It's easy.
I've peed in those before. I just haven't gone number 2 in a composting toilet before.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
But I feel like the hole's like in a good place and it's big enough that
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh, he meant Ogo.
Oh yeah, so the toilet, yeah. Pho sounds like, yeah, that's what I thought. And I was like, I love pho.
Well,
like,
it's funny
but
because
I was like, is there a pho place around here that
Yeah.
you're not telling me about? It's like, someone take me.
well, and we went to get groceries yesterday, and we
Mhm.
bought a bunch of noodles too. So I was like,
I was very happy to see you like noodles as much as I do.
I
I
love
didn't know
noodles.
that. Yeah,
I don't eat them very often,
I eat them often.
but I love noodles.
I love them too. Ramen and pho are like my favorite.
I've only had pho one time. I've always wanted to go, but Isaac's not into it.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, we don't have a microphone on to make it.
Yeah, sorry if the volume's low. I'll talk as loud as I think I can, but I really don't want to wake Ember up. She does have a sound machine in there though.
Have you guys been able to fit all of your clothes in the bus? Can I answer this? Their clothing drawers fit so much clothes.
Isaac's can fit a lot more.
Really?
Yeah, he can.
Which one's his?
The top one. Well, not
Oh.
that it can fit more, but he has less stuff.
Right.
So like he has a shelf in the bedroom on top where he keeps like certain like PJs, I think, but he
Yeah.
could fit all of his clothes in that one drawer.
Yeah.
And I have most of the closet, a little bit of his other shelf, and my whole drawer on the bottom is packed.
Yeah. Because I would definitely be able to stuff it full of clothes.
I am downsizing a lot, so I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes. But yeah, we fit all of our clothes in here.
There's so much yeah, it's such a big bed. Like there's so much room.
Yeah, there's plenty
It's
of room.
bigger in, well, I guess I shouldn't say it's bigger in person. It's different when you see it in person. You
Mhm.
can like actually conceptualize like how big things are. Like she was putting away clothes and I literally was like, those are huge drawers. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah, they're
It's-
really big.
Yeah, it's just like it's so big and spacious. It's just there's so much room in here. It's a little home. I get it.
I thought I heard someone pulling in, and it looks like he might have left the gate open, so I got to keep an eye out.
Oh.
Because people like to just stroll up in here uninvited.
That would scare me so much.
It is a
I'm
little
so
scary
paranoid.
Yeah, there was one time I was here watching Ember in the office, and Isaac wasn't here. He was doing something not here. And all of a sudden, because we have cameras everywhere now,
Yeah.
and someone starts banging on the front door, and they have a bunch of kids with them, and I'm like, who is this? And then they start banging on bay doors, and I was freaking out. So I called Levi and was like, I've locked myself in the office with Ember. Who's here? Go check it out for me, whatever. And it was just one of our friends.
Oh, still.
I couldn't recognize him in the
Yeah.
video though, because they just got done snowboarding, so they
Yeah.
had all their gear on.
Yeah.
So
I am not one of those people you can just show up to my house or if somebody ever just showed up, I'd be like, even if it was my best friend, I would be like, unless you're dying, you need to give me notification that you are coming over. I have to be ready for it.
Busted Out a Budget said, any word from Levi? It's been a couple weeks since he posted a video. I haven't heard from him.
Oh yeah, lots of people are asking.
Samantha and I were talking about him yesterday. I haven't heard
Mm-hmm.
from him. He did mention in one of his videos though that he might be like quitting the job that he was working and trying to get a job somewhere else. So I don't know if maybe that's what he's up to, but yeah.
This lighting is very flattering on you.
On me?
Yeah. You look great.
Natural
Why did
light.
I look very shiny and harsh?
I feel like you look good.
You're in a good spot. It looks great. I'm gonna keep looking at your face. Will Ember be able to fit in her bed when she's taller? Say 10 to 12 years old. That's in a long time.
I can fit in her bed. So we made her bed for her to like be big enough for her to grow in. So no matter how, like once she becomes an adult and as big as she's gonna be, she can still fit in there.
Let's be honest, would this bus last 10 years?
Isaac thinks that he's gonna keep it forever. Even if we like build a house or buy land somewhere and we don't live in here,
Yeah.
we're gonna have it forever
Yeah.
to take trips in. So yeah, she'll fit in here forever. Yeah, that's a full-size RV bunk. So it's pretty big.
Par said, what do you think of the big bus now that it's finished? To me, I've already been gushing over it this whole time, but it's amazing. Like, it's really incredible. Like, I knew my friends were skilled because I've seen stuff that they made, but it's really great. Like, it looks amazing, and it's huge, and it's like has all the capabilities. I took a shower in here, you guys, with hot water. Like, I cannot even express to you. It was an amazing experience. Like, it does not feel like roughing it at all.
No, it doesn't. It's a little house.
And you cook normal. Like, I've been asking them a million questions about their like oven and stove, because I expected, because I've seen it in like reels and pictures and stuff, and so I was expecting it to be like a camping.
No, it's like a real stove.
It looks like a real stove. You said it functions perfectly normal. It looks like, I'm staring at it right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. But like, it looks really nice. Like you would see it in a kitchen.
Jason did a $50 super chat gas money. Thanks for the surprise. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we can't wait to put these videos out and like share our vlogging of our weekend together.
Yeah, I need to start vlogging. So I haven't started yet, but I was just like enjoying the experience. Plus, I was enjoying playing with Ember.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Well, and this morning when we woke up, it was just full snow outside. It even started snowing earlier. So, yeah.
But it all melted.
Yeah. Then it
'Cause it was
started
covered in
raining,
snow.
and it's just melting now.
Yeah. Yeah, the bus definitely looks like a home. It is. I can't even stress that enough. It feels like a home. Like, I could see why people like bus life, especially after being in. I think this is my first time in a big.
The larger one.
I mean, at Descend on Ben, I did kind of walk through a couple of people's big buses, so I guess I've seen them, and they are really. You know whose bus was really cool? Was Raven. I want to say it's Raven the Bus, or that might be his Instagram is Raven the Bus, but I think he's like he put a lot of art into his, and that one was really cool.
Yeah, his was very unique.
Yes.
And you could tell he spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah, like it was like it felt very artsy and whatever, but anyways, that might be the only other big bus I even like walked in. So I've seen them all on social media and whatever, and I know from my life I still have no like use for a bus. Like it just would never fit in my life. Shh.
See, she only takes very quick naps. That was what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, maybe 30.
I'm gonna go get the baby.
But yeah, I can see why people love bus lives and the big buses specifically, because it does feel like so homey. And being able to use the TV and all this stuff, like if you have a lot of electricity, it just feels like so nice.
Look who it is. Now we can talk normal.
Oops, I made everything crooked.
We can just do the talk too.
Okay, is this like normal?
Amber looks very irritated. Excuse you.
Oh, funny. I was wondering why y'all were whispering. Yeah,
Amber
we were
was
trying to.
asleep.
I feel like I woke her up because I started talking louder, but she just seemed like she was gonna sleep through it for a while.
Well, I had her sound machine going, and it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
But she's been taking very short naps, like 30 minutes lately.
Yeah.
She fights nap time.
She fought it for a long time today. Hours. She fought it. Yeah.
Because it's 1:23, and I told
Uh-oh,
Samantha,
train.
I was like, she normally naps around 10. I was like, but lately she'll fight it until around 1 to 3, and she went to sleep around 1. So
Yeah.
I called it.
You did. You called it exactly.
She still looks so tired though. Busting on a bunch of sit those cheeks. Little cheeks.
She likes the trains because earlier when I was holding her, she like forced me to whip her around so she could watch the train.
You want to watch the train, Ember?
Oh, you
She's
don't
like, I want that look.
Yeah,
away.
she does. Oh, too
She likes to
funny.
stand up and watch and like look out the window.
Oh yeah, this is like a girls. We are just three lovely ladies.
Girls
For
chat.
Ember wanted to be a part of girls' night last night
yeah.
too.
She was about that life.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not going to bed. You guys are staying up and having girls' night, and I would like to join, please. For sure.
Fred said, "Hi, Ember."
Nothing wrong with power naps. I agree. We could all use a good power nap every once in a while.
Yeah, I love that. I think every mom always says like the worst advice that moms get is nap when the baby naps,
Yeah,
and it's like that's not realistic.
yeah.
And first of all, if I tried to nap when she naps, by the time I fall asleep, she'll wake up.
Yeah. And also, isn't when they nap the only time you can do anything?
And it's like you got to pick your battles. It's like, do
Yeah.
I shower? Do I
Yeah.
eat? Because it's hard, especially like if Isaac's not around.
Yeah,
I don't have time to eat. I'll go all day without eating.
yeah.
Just because, you know.
That's
And-
my actual nightmare. Having to go all day without eating. I'm sorry, Ember.
But she's so
I couldn't
different
do it.
with Isaac than she is with me when we're
Yeah.
alone. She will let Isaac put her in whatever, like in her scooter or in her bouncy chair, and she just chills.
It's fine.
Yeah. If I'm around, as soon as I walk in, she wants mom. She wants
Yeah.
me to hold her. She wants me to touch her.
Well, I was even thinking, there was a time, it might have been this morning, I was holding her and you were like, I gotta go pee. And then I kept thinking, if I wasn't here, what do? You have to take her with you?
I
Pretty
would have
much.
just put her in her scooter, put her in her
But,
room
like,
for a
just-
second. I'll be 2
Gotta
seconds.
let me pee. Yeah.
And then when she's in her walker, though, she'll be right in front of me in the bathroom
Yeah.
area, and it's like,
You guys, Ember in this walker is the funniest thing I've ever. But I thought it was funny, even in the reels, when they post her in the reels in the little scooty walker thing. It makes me laugh every time. Seeing it in person is so funny, and Ember's so smart. So she sees them standing around. They were both in here doing stuff, like putting laundry away, doing dishes. She was in that, and she kept just trying to ram them in the legs.
She likes it most when I'm at the sink
Yeah.
and I'm doing dishes or something, and she'll just hit my
Yeah.
heels, but she just stays there. And
Yeah.
I'll kick her over this way or push her over that way,
Yeah.
and she come right back.
Yeah, because she went for Isaac hard a couple of times. I was dying laughing.
She drew blood
was
on me
so
yesterday. She
funny.
ran over my toe, and my toe started bleeding.
Like, I swear she knows what she's doing. Like,
She's
she's
like,
like, I'm coming for you
"You
guys.
wanna play a game?"
Yeah. That was funny. When you become a mom, you never get to go potty alone again. Bus, van, or house. Yeah. That's true.
Sometimes when we're here parked at the shop, I'll go inside to use the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh, do you have to poop?" And I just because sometimes
Yeah.
we'll go inside and not use the compost if we're here. And I was like, "No, I just have to pee, but like I would like some peace."
Yeah. I need to shut the door and be alone for a second. That's so funny.
It's like I need to go into a separate building so that I can like have 5 minutes of just silence.
Yeah. Did the train stop? The train did stop.
It
The
stops
train did, in
sometimes.
fact, stop. It had a little squeal, but Ember's enjoying studying the train. What's he doing?
Oh, you're so squishable. Let's see. It's so far away.
Oh, we did miss like a couple. Let's see. My son slept 24/7 when he. Hi, Amanda. By the way, when he was a baby, we had to wake him up to eat and play. Then one day he was 10 months old and never slept during the day ever again. I was losing my mind
Wow.
with exhaustion. How nice that you had such a break, though.
I know.
But-
Easy baby for 10 months.
Yeah. Beautiful Ember. I love now her eyebrows and her hair is darkening. I said the same thing to Isaac this morning.
I actually feel like I think her hair's actually lightening a little bit. It's not as dark.
Her
but it's
eyebrows
filling
are dark.
out.
Yeah. Because her skin is so fair, too, so you can see her. But I think her hair is going to be pretty dark. And her eyebrows. But she has light eyes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know what her
Ugh,
hair's gonna look
she's-
like, but I think that, yeah, I like, what's that actress where she's got super blue eyes and she has brown hair? I don't remember what her name is.
Megan Fox.
No, it's like Alexandria something, and she's on Percy Jackson.
Oh, I've never seen Percy Jackson.
She's beautiful, and so it's like if Immer has dark hair and blue
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, those are traits
Mhm.
to die for. One of my brothers has like black hair. And someone said Zoe Deschanel, which that's not who you were talking about, but that's also a good example of one
Yeah.
because she does have blue
But
eyes.
the girl I'm talking about, her eyes are piercing.
Yeah.
They're like a turquoisey blue.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
Samantha?
hey, girl. I can't believe how big Ember is. Yeah, I mean, I kind of said the same thing, but she's tall. Like, she's like, I think she's gonna be very tall. Be tall like your mommy. I put 2 and 2 together when Samantha said she was going on an adventure. So I vlogged like a whole conversation with my vlog camera where I was like, I dropped this trip and I'm gonna text Jaylina and see if she's gonna like let me come over. And then you did, and I was like, Jaylina just texted. I couldn't filter through. It was a 30-minute video of just like the most boring stuff happening in my life. And I had probably 3 days worth of footage to go through of me just like talking about boring stuff. So I just could not find the clip again. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to go at it like a surprise then. Alexandra Daddario?
Maybe. It's something like, oh, that is my phone. Yeah, it's something like weird like that. When she was on Percy Jackson, the movie. She was also on Baywatch,
Ooh,
the
on
movie
Baywatch.
with Zac Efron.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but sometimes she doesn't have dark hair. Doesn't sometimes she have like reddish hair? She's also on New Girl. She's one of the neighbors in New Girl that Winston helps to move in. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm gonna Google it because I want to know, and
Also-
I just want you to know I just put in baby watch because I was thinking about Ember being a baby.
Isaac has this little brown. So Isaac has hazel eyes, and he has like this one darker brown spot in one of his eyes, and Ember has it too.
Okay, it's this one, but how do I find the cast?
You ever go to IMDb?
Yeah, but it wasn't showing. It was showing up with the old one. Okay, here. Alexandra Daddario. Yes. So that was
I think
correct.
Paul Hyman just said that.
Yeah.
Ember, Wild, what's wrong?
But she also has just like, a gorgeous face, that one.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
100 points.
Oh, I was gonna say too, I just realized that with this live chat, people are gonna know it's you that I'm talking about because I started my blog like, oh, we're having someone fly in, and I'm gonna go pick her up from the airport, and then I was sitting at the cell phone waiting, and I started filming, and I was like, oh, Samantha's gonna be here, blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, I just told you who's coming.
I kind of did the same thing because I did the whole like, let me go see if my ride is here, and then I was like, where's Jaylena?
Like, where's that bus
okay.
at? And I showed up in the Jeep.
Yeah. Am I the only one having anime PFP? What's anime PFP? But I'm gonna say that yes, I'm not into anime. I wish I was though, because it's so cute.
I used to watch Pokemon.
Well, we all used to watch Pokemon.
So we all used to be into anime.
Yeah, technically then.
I think too, technically, what's that show with the, I don't know if they're like fairies and they fight crime with she had the pigtails, the long pigtails, and the little sailor suit, Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon,
That's anime.
That is anime. Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z is anime, which my brothers watched, so I watched.
My brothers love Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, by default I did watch some anime growing up because my brothers have watched. They're still into Dragon Ball Z. I bought one of my brothers.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched that too.
I've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!
What was the other one with like the dinosaurs, but it wasn't dinosaurs, it was Digimon. I loved Digimon.
I also watched Digimon. Those were on like TV though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't have to search for them. I'm trying to think.
You want to sit on the floor?
There's this girl that I follow on YouTube and Instagram, and she's like into anime and fantasy and stuff. So I started following her because she would do like fantasy cosplaying, and I'm a nerd and I like that stuff. And she does a lot of anime, and she was watching anime, and I forget the name of it, but the guy, he was a figure skater, is an anime for this figure skater. And I always thought, like, I bet I could get down with that anime. But then I didn't ever watch it. And then there's the Studio Ghibli that everybody watches. That's
I've
anime,
never
right?
heard of that.
I think Studio Ghibli is super popular, right? Or Over the Garden Wall. Are those anime?
I've never heard of either one.
Yeah. Some of the people that I follow like anime. But I just have never gotten into it.
Yeah, it's very popular, but as an adult and as a young adult.
We are young adults. Absolutely, we're young adults.
Well, no, I'm saying because I guess technically I was a young adult when I watched Pokemon, but then like going into high school and stuff, I didn't really watch that stuff anymore.
I'm like, thank you for noticing I'm a young adult. I appreciate it.
Like, thank you for correcting yourself.
Yeah.
We are young adults here.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Melissa Melton said Ember's skin looks darker than Jaylena's. Oh, she has.
You think so?
She's gonna have like a super nice olive skin. I get pasty if I don't have sunshine.
I think her skin tone is very similar to yours.
I think she has just it is.
Yeah, because you have a olivey tone. Like, you're not just. I have some sunless tan on, so I don't. What is my natural skin color anymore? I don't even know. But I've got very pink skin.
People on my documentary video, people were like, "Wow, Jaylena, you were so tan." And I was like, "Don't remind me."
Yeah,
I miss it. So
it is true.
I'm gonna take advantage of our roof deck this summer and just lay out and get nice and crisp.
Yeah, I just sunless tan for life. Have you seen Nerd Forge YouTube channel? They create all kinds of cool fantasy dioramas and art pieces. No, but that is cool. I like the cosplay stuff because, she got her finger.
Oh, you're hurting yourself, Ember.
I wonder if that's what she did earlier. Are you okay? But yeah, I wish I could do cosplay stuff.
I know, that's what happened to me last night. She has a little book with a hole in it, and she put her finger in the hole and then squished it down and like.
But she could.
Bent
I don't
her
think
own
she
finger.
figured out she was doing it to herself, so
Well,
she just kept
Yeah,
doing
I think
it.
she was getting mad and pushing it harder. It's okay.
She's staring at the book like, I hate you. My son loves anime, and the only one he could ever convince me to watch is RWBY. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Isn't Over the Garden Wall where peeping toms go for girls?
Here, why don't you do this?
I don't know. Barty, someone said. Get old, try speaking. Her feelings are hurt by the book. Yes, they are. Hey, from Miami, send us some of your weather from Florida, please.
Please.
Our dog is looking for Ember. Oh, because she was crying.
Poor
They heard the crying. She moved on to a different book.
With a
and
bigger hole. She can fit her
and-
hand in there.
With fur, too, so it's soft.
She really, really likes the interactive books where you can field stuff or like pull stuff out. She's going back to the rock.
She's got a bone to pick with. Look, she's going right for it again. She did not learn her lesson. Turn the page. Okay, she turned it.
One of my favorite comments that I get, not my actual favorite, but like, is how many people are concerned with Ember breaking the windows in this bus by
Really?
hitting them.
They are so strong.
It's like-
the people really worry about that?
Yeah,
She
they're
is not that strong. She hit
what
me
are
in the
you gonna-
face today. And it was not that bad.
They're like, what are you gonna do in Ember's room when she starts hitting the windows? She'll break them. It's like, she's not gonna break them by hitting them. And they're teenage kids that sit here and hit these windows.
Yeah.
That's what this bus was made for.
Yeah, it literally transports children.
But
Of
a
all
lot of
ages,
people
yeah.
say that. Like a lot.
I'm very surprised by that. I would never have even considered that to be a possibility.
Like, I'm more worried about her getting into the litter box and the cat food because it's on the floor. I'm not necessarily worried about her breaking the windows.
Also, if you guys did not notice, the litter box in the cat area, the cutout is the outline of a cat head, and it's so cute, and I didn't notice that until today. When I saw it, no, I think I saw it in the video.
Samantha got to see Isaac's video.
We had
before
a
it came out.
screening of his new video, yeah.
It's really cool.
It is really good. And then I saw it and I was like, wait, is that in here? And then I looked, I was like, that's so cute.
Hi, Bubba. You're so cute. Just stand up. 1, 2, 3, go.
People are funny. They have never been in a bus before. Yeah, I mean, they're thick windows. Like, I just would never... She could whack it, like, with an object and it would be fine. Really. She's still an infant. She is not that strong. Yeah, peace out. Lisa said I drove special ed kids and they would bang on the windows. They would not break. Yeah, and
Well, and the thing
especially
is,
older kids get sprained.
when Isaac was building out, I believe, his last bus, I don't remember what bus it was, but his friend was helping and he was trying to screw something, like one of those things on the side, and the drill slipped and hit the window and it just shattered it. It didn't even break.
Yeah.
And then on Minion, the back window, Levi backed into something and shattered the window, but it didn't break. It's
Yeah.
just shattered.
What? What do you
So they're
see?
pretty strong.
She likes my nails.
Her little hands are cold.
Yeah. You like her?
Oh, thank you, Heather. If the windows were to break, it would crumble because of the type of glass. It's that type of safety glass.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like shatter and they don't actually break.
Wait, which window did Levi break?
The bottom one in Minion.
Oh.
He was like backing up to park and he hit something and it shattered the window.
I mean, people have children in homes who bang on windows. Yeah, I mean, that's just like, what, and the bottom line is like, what would you do if the window broke? Replace it. I don't know, like, because what would you do in a house? Like, when I was a kid, we threw a football through the window of a church next to our house. Like,
We
and
have
you
her
pay for a new, she likes this one. Do you know that I played the trumpet in real life? Oh.
Did she laugh at you?
Until the giveaway at the end. Wait, what was the giveaway at the end? I don't remember what I said.
Well, I think all you said is you were going on an adventure.
Sam is so serious. Am I serious? I feel very unserious. I'm a little hungover feeling. I did not even drink that much. I mean, we had a little bit of wine, but we did not go crazy. But it's like
You
my
only had like
age.
a glass and a half, maybe.
Yeah. Big glasses. But also jet lag, because like by the time we went to bed, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. But in New York time, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
And I was up at 3 o'clock New York time.
Oh, dang.
So I had been up for a while.
I was really tired. I never stay up that late.
Oh, you said on the way to Oregon. Oh, funny. Oh yeah, I did. I think I said I'll see you guys in Oregon. Yeah, I remember that now. Well, because people started getting all excited, like, "Oh, are you going like Bali or something?" And I was like, "No."
Not that exotic.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep Isaac's hammer out of the bed area. Exactly. Making breakfast and what? Samantha and Jaylene and Ember. I missed the start of the story.
We didn't make breakfast, I don't think.
I think she was saying she was making breakfast.
She was making
Yeah.
breakfast.
Like, nice surprise. What? When I first got here, Ember, the only thing she wasn't like crying or anything, but she would look at me and just go.
I think she was like, this is real life.
She was,
I
like,
normally see
studying
you
me.
on the TV. What's going on?
I'd be like, hi, and she'd go.
Because I think the last time you saw her in person was at Descend, right? Or after that?
Probably. That was the last time I was here.
Because she was only, what, 2 months? 3 months?
3 months. That's wild. I feel like I saw her after, but maybe not.
Well, I think
don't
you might have
think I-
stayed after.
Oh, well, I saw her at Gutted.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was
that's
the
right.
last, yeah.
But still, she was only like 3 months.
Correct, yeah.
nosies! Oh.
Hydration, yes.
I thought about buying some of those liquid IVs because they were at Whole Foods.
Ooh.
And I didn't. I was like,
You both seem very relaxed to me. We are very relaxed. Well, I am.
I'm
I guess
relaxed.
I shouldn't speak for you, but you don't
We're at the
seem.
moment.
Yeah. Yeah, but she did have all eyes for me, someone said, but then she got over it. And then she was like, "Nah, you're not that interesting." Look, are you showing the camera your horn? She was trying to show it. Show the people your horn.
It matches your outfit.
I think she
Amber.
loves to see herself in the camera.
I think she does too.
How does it feel being in the finished Big Bus? I came a little late. If you already said, I did already say it. I've been gushing a ton, but it's amazing. It's like the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And it's crazy to look at it and be like, I know the people who built this. Like, it looks like a professional, like, builder, like house builder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. It is amazing. I don't feel like I'm camping and like it's just very chill and relaxed. Like in a van, for example. Well, number one, there's obviously the space issue, but like you like they have such a big electrical system in here, and like I took a hot shower today. Like that was pretty incredible. And nothing I could ever imagine doing. The way you can cook and do dishes, and there's just like the water capabilities are so big. Like it's just chill.
Mm-hmm.
You just chill. You have so much electricity at the moment that you just can do whatever you want and not have to worry about it. Where like everything I do, I'm like, do I charge my phone or do I like, have to plug something else in? Have to make choices. This is like, yeah, you just live.
But I mean, we have access to water and stuff. So if we
Correct.
didn't, then it would be a little bit different, and we'd have to
Consider,
be a little more conservative on like water and stuff.
Yeah. Very true.
Bustin' on a Budget said, have y'all gotten
The Jeep.
the tow behind set up for the Jeep? No, we were going to do that this weekend with Josh, but because Samantha was coming, we decided to push it out for another. I think when Ember and I fly to Dallas, Josh is going to be here to do that.
Yeah.
So, next month.
Yep. I mean, I could probably install the I'm just kidding. Jelena got back from her holiday with Ember and hell broke loose and the bus was done. Yeah, but that's what we were watching, the journey of the bus being built today. And or just talking about the timeline of the bus being built, and because it felt to me like as I was watching like all the videos, it felt like it was so much faster. I mean, 4 months is fast, but like as it's happening and life is moving and you're watching the videos like one by one, it felt so fast. It was very interesting to think about the timeline.
It felt like it took forever.
Yeah, because you were here watching it and building it. Yeah.
Did you travel with bikes or a moped for emergency? Oh, my bad.
We don't. We're gonna have the Jeep. We'll tow the Jeep behind us on the bus so that we'll have transportation. And then Isaac also has an Onyx electric bike that he's in love with, and he wants to be able to mount that somehow and take it with us, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If that's gonna be something, because it's also very expensive. So he's like terrified someone's gonna steal it off of the bus.
Otherwise, you'll have to just pack it in the Jeep somehow and lock it up
would
in
not
there.
fit in there. Because it's like the size of a motorcycle, kind of.
Yeah. I know I want to get one, but I won't mount anything in New York. Like, I would not take a chance.
Does Ember enjoy riding in the bus? Yeah, anytime we go anywhere, she just naps. She really likes to nap when the bus is on. So sometimes when she fights or naps real good, we'll just turn the bus on and she'll go right to sleep.
Yeah.
But then we have to leave the bus on and it's kind of loud.
So Josh is cool. Him and his wife are fun people.
Yeah, they are. They're really cool.
I can't remember. Josh lives in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he says where he lives, so I don't want to say
Yeah. But like
near,
he doesn't have to travel like cross country. Mackenzie, what is up, girl?
Bustin' on a Budget said we carry our e-bike on the back of the second vehicle. Yeah, so we have e-bikes that we could probably feel a little more comfortable mounting. The Onyx is just like
too nice.
Yeah, it's very. I think it's like I don't know, $5,000 bike or something.
Whoa.
But I think he got a deal with them or something, because he wanted it so bad.
Yeah,
he wanted it for he like tried to sell himself to them for months before they were like, oh, okay. And he also had a friend who worked there who like put in a good word and like worked on it, so he was able to get one. But he's like very cautious of that getting stolen.
Yeah, because they probably would give him another one. But I would like to have a thing to get me down to the hole and descend.
We're gonna have the Jeep.
Oh, you're right.
So we're gonna take the Jeep to the hole.
Oh, good plan. Yeah. Because I'm like, the only downfall is getting stuck down in the hole. Like, if you just want to, because I could just go down and be like, okay.
Yeah, I just want to get footage, get the experience, and then head back up. Because they stay down there for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get stuck down there either. Chrissy said, wow, what a wonderful surprise. Hello, beautiful lady. What's up, Ember?
What's up? You just want to stand?
She likes to just stand up.
Yep.
Forgotten Black Sheep said, does the e-bike have GPS? I don't think so. I don't mind doesn't.
I don't think so.
It just tells you how fast you're going and if you're like the battery percentage on your bike.
How long does that Onyx bike go?
I have no idea.
I don't know how long it lasts. I know it goes like 60 miles an hour though.
That's so fast.
That's a little too fast.
Yeah, that's very fast. On that small, because it's slender. It's like sleek. It looks like a bike. Put a mount for the bike in front of the bus. Get a motorcycle mount. Hi.
Are you pulling Samantha's hair?
But did you guys see her? She goes, when she looks, she tilts her head like she wants to get a good look. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? She was gonna want to run in her scoot. I feel like that's what she is happiest
You want to
doing.
put it over here and then I'll block her from hitting the tripod?
I just want y'all to know that I put that toy on there, so that was my own fault.
Do you want to scoop? Scoop, scoop.
Because she loves to run. Look at her go. She's gone. See ya.
She's like running over books and stuff. So she has books like this where she can feel stuff, and that's what she likes. And then this one, you can like pull it out
Wow.
and stuff like that. She likes those too.
Fancy. Yeah, and the one she got her finger stuck in is like it opened. Like, yeah, that one.
She put her finger in here and she had it like this and was pushing on it.
Yeah.
So she's like trying to break her own finger.
Yeah,
we're talking about you.
We're talking about you.
You're smiling but making a cry noise. It's very confusing.
I don't think she slept long enough.
I don't think so either. Samantha, how was your flight? I know the weather has been awful. The flight was great. The only thing, I did get delayed coming out here because I had to make one stop in Phoenix. So I flew from like New York to Phoenix, which was a long ways.
Is this in your
And then,
Here, there you go.
and then it's the only flight that was available to get out here for the whole day. There's one flight a day. So it was delayed coming into Phoenix. And I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, I bet you anything it was delayed coming in for maintenance, and they're gonna have to call maintenance when it comes back out. And so the plane got in, and the first thing they did was get on the plane, like, sorry, but we're actually not gonna board right away because I have to call maintenance. And I was like, they're gonna take the plane out of service because whatever it is broke twice. And they took the plane out of service. I was like, oh no, I'm going to get stuck in Phoenix. Like, what's going to happen? And then they found a new plane right away. So it was great. I had a nice leisurely. It was just a long day of flying because I literally flew East Coast all the way to West Coast. But other than that, it was great. The weather didn't seem to affect it. When I landed, it seemed like really nice and really nice here. But then it snowed.
She was like, oh, it's so nice here. And I was like, yeah, it was just raining, like dumping rain.
Yeah. Descend is going to be a completely different experience with a shower. I said the same thing today.
She did.
I literally got done. I was in the shower and I was like, you guys, imagine Descend on Bend this year will be clean.
Yeah. I mean, they have showers there, but like you get dirty on the way back.
And they're far.
Yeah. They're
like,
all far.
it was a hike to get to and from the shower. Oops. I see Ember in art classes, tumble classes, cheer, and stuff. She has such strong legs and feet that I'm convinced she's gonna be very athletic in whatever she chooses. But I was thinking like dance or like gymnastics or something. But
You like
who
gymnastics?
knows? I could see her doing like some serious flippage.
She's gonna be America's first Filipino. Well, I don't know if there's a Filipino one, but she's gonna be America's next Ninja Warrior.
Antonia would know because she's up on all the Filipino like celebs, and whatever she knows, if there's like a Filipino doing something or winning an award, she knows about it.
We love watching like. There's a show on Netflix. I think it's called like Beast Mode or something, and it's like Ninja Warrior.
I like the Ninja Warrior stuff.
I do too.
Does someone watch your van while you travel? It's parked at the airport, so I don't leave it like on the street. And I just yeah, like I would never park it on the street if I didn't have like a secure parking lot to park in,
Come here.
I would probably
Come here. Ember, come
try to have somebody watch it.
Come here.
It's confusing because she smiles while she cries sometimes. You just don't know what you want. I don't think that's the problem. I apologize for the audacity.
Oh. Busting our budget.
Ooh, how's the true crime channel going?
Right now it's not. Ooh. Oh no.
I love when Jaylina pretends that I'm her audience and tells me her true crime stories. She knows. What one were you telling me about? Like, you were telling me about one last night. I love it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we were talking about a couple different things.
I think I was just telling you about, that, like, the guy,
It was an
there was a
unfinished
missing,
story.
an unsolved missing
Oh,
person
yeah.
case, and I think it's still unsolved to this day, but one of the suspects was the girl's ex-boyfriend, whose current girlfriend told the police that he was obsessed with missing person cases, especially this particular girl,
Who
and
ended
then-
up being his ex-girlfriend,
Right, and-
who's now missing.
And when she asked him, like, his girlfriend was like asking him about this case, he told her, "Why are you so concerned with someone who's already dead? When she is just a missing person right now. No one knows that if she's
Exactly.
dead." And so she told the police that. So he's definitely like a person of interest.
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about. But so we're basically like, we're at the point, I think, where Isaac and I can kind of figure out a schedule to where I will have my days to do what I need to do and vice versa. Excuse me. So then I can get back into the true crime. I'm adding a little something extra to Leave Her Wild as well. So
Is it your teeth? Because you did on that. You didn't like it.
So the true crime will be back doing weekly videos, if not more, probably by next week.
I think it's her teeth because every time she's biting down, she's like getting upset.
Her top teeth are coming in.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm volunteering myself for an episode of the true crime where Jaylina just tells me and I just react the whole time to the story.
I love when, because there's podcasts that I listen to that are just that. Where
Really?
it's like basically like a host who
Yeah.
tells the story to their co-host,
Yeah.
and then they'll ask like, okay, can you read this for me?
Yeah.
You know, and it'll be something that the killer said, or
Yeah.
the police report or something. And so I love that stuff.
I think that would be so funny because like I don't listen to true crime. I know nothing true crime. I tune it all out because I'm like, I always say I thought I was going to manifest like some kind of serial killer in my life because it was all I was consuming at one point. Everywhere I went, I'm like, serial killer, sociopath, for sure. You know, like whatever. And I felt, yeah, like it was over consuming me. So now I consume zero. So when Jaylina tells me these stories, I'm like, oh my goodness.
I was listening to
Oh.
I think it's the same case, but there was a theory that she had gotten just abducted and
Yeah.
trafficked.
Yeah.
And there was a girl who in the same area, because they found her car just empty at a stop sign with the door open, the keys in the ignition. All of her belongings were still in there.
Yeah.
And it was like never necessarily like reported, and she was reported missing the day it was found, but because they didn't log it soon enough, the police, when they ran her plates, didn't find it, like that connection.
Yeah,
So it
yeah,
was on
yeah.
2 weeks before they made the connection. And then there was a girl in the same area who survived the same situation. Like she got abducted and got
Yeah.
away, but they just took her out of her car. So
That's
now
so
I make sure
terrifying.
that I lock my doors
That is-
every time I get in the car.
Literally so terrifying. Oh, someone said you have the best speaking voice in your true crime series.
Oh, thank you.
It's alright. No, I'm just kidding.
I hate the sound of my own voice.
No, you have a
so.
great voice. I have a very nasally voice. Like, it took me a lot to be able to listen to my own voice.
I still can't. Isaac will try and like watch my videos to support me, and I'm like, please don't watch that when I'm around.
My last post here disappeared. Didn't post. Why would this happen? I'm not sure. Maybe a glitch in the Wi-Fi.
In the YouTube system.
Yeah.
In the YouTube matrix.
But we saw that one. Jaylina. Oh, I already saw that one. Frozen wash rag. Let her hold it and chew. Also, vanilla helps with the pain. Interesting. Like vanilla extract.
Yeah, I have that. Never heard of that though. I just gave her some like natural soothing, like oral. It's an oral soothing tablet or whatever that just soothes all.
The true crime channels and the cases do become overwhelming if you watch them too often. It's like everyone needs to decompress. Yeah. Like I just and I had seen before that like all the crime shows too.
Oh yeah, Ember, you want a cookie? A cracker?
Woohoo, cracker!
You want a
Cracker! Here's your trumpet. You like that? Fun fact, I did actually used to play the trumpet in middle school, and then I even upgraded to a tuba at one point. And when we would have, when we had like concerts and stuff, I couldn't even carry my own tuba. Like someone else had to carry it for me and like set it in my lap so I could play the tuba. Cookies help. You do sound great on your crime stories. You and Lindsay are both doing awesome on them. Who's Lindsay?
Lindsay is just a friend of ours. She does it. Her channel's called Into the Mist, and she does missing person cases. So we started at the same time.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's a clever name too.
Her channel is a different. It's not like a podcast style.
Yeah.
She like goes to
Like
different places and like she'll kind of voice over and show the scenery, and it's really cool. I like
That
the
is
concept.
really neat. I have some peanut butter whiskey for her guy. I would like some peanut butter and whiskey, please.
Same.
I mean, that sounds
I need
like
the
something.
peanut butter and whiskey to
I
deal
need.
with her pain.
I need the peanut butter whiskey
Oh,
minus the peanut butter, please. It's crazy. Washington State seems to have a lot of honestly,
It does.
Don't they
The
all?
PNW has a lot of serial killers in general.
because there's a lot of mountains
And I
and
personally
stuff.
am looking into a series of missing persons that I believe that there's like an active serial killer in Lane County, which is in Oregon.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
It is terrifying, and they all have the same like MO, every single one of them. And there's just so many. It's crazy. So that's something that's kind of one of the cases that inspired me to actually start the channel. So
I can't watch Criminal Minds very much.
I
That was
love
one of my
Criminal
favorite
Minds.
shows. But who was your favorite character?
what's the nerdy guy?
Yeah, me too. I don't know his name either. But also the hot guy.
The one who him
Sean? Is it
and him
Sean?
and the blonde girl like had a very friendship like they
Yes,
flirt with
yes,
each other.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I loved their cute little flirty relationship. Yeah, that show was a really well done show though.
Mm-hmm.
The characters were good, and it was terrifying to watch
Mm-hmm.
because they're probably based off of like true things that have happened. I'm convinced when Isaac starts doing music, Ember is going to be a percussionist.
I'm actually a percussionist, and I won best beginning percussionist when I was in school.
Wow.
I got a little trophy and everything, but I don't know where it's at. It's probably at my mom's.
I don't.
My brother wrote his name on the bottom of it.
That's so funny. That is so funny. Which county did you say, Jaylina?
Lane County, Oregon. I believe there's an active serial killer.
Biscottis are an Italian teething thing. It's hard and helps the teeth pop through the skin.
I wonder if that's what she's eating. 'Cause she loves, they're teething crackers.
I don't think these are biscottis because biscottis are like,
Or like the actual
thicker, yeah.
biscottis or whatever.
but
I feel
They
like that
are
would be
hard.
painful to eat one of those.
I mean, I don't eat them because I do feel like that as well.
I don't think that, so the MO that this particular person goes for is not me. But I will say that I told Levi to beware.
Interesting.
Yeah,
How often are people going missing?
all the time.
That's so crazy.
Like, not like every day, but like often enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is wild. Are you so much happier with your cracker?
These are her. So they make pea and spinach flavor, and that's her jam.
That's so funny.
She doesn't like the banana or
Don't
the
put the
sweet
whole thing in there.
ones. She only likes the vegetable ones.
We need drum rolls for you. Both get reputable experts on their channels. Yeah.
And it's hard too when you're starting out because it's like no one's gonna take you seriously if you don't have an actual following.
Well, that
Or even
is-
if you do, people are like, it's just a YouTube channel. It's just a
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
So even like the big podcasts that I listen to have a hard time like with people. They're like, you know,
Yeah.
oh, what's your podcast gonna do? It's not gonna do anything. When in reality, it's fine.
Don't shove the whole thing in there.
She does it all the time.
It dissolves fast though, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, like her little baby Cheetos that she eats.
Made for baby Cheetos. I fall asleep to crime podcasts, not because they are boring at all, but I watch them late at night like Ghost Story. I don't think that's that weird. It's like listening to music till you fall asleep. Or
Well, when I was growing up, my mom is the one that got me into true crime because we would watch, like, it's snowing, by the way. We would watch Dateline and Cold Case Files and stuff like that, but we'd fall asleep to it
yeah.
at night. Oh, thank you.
There's like all those memes on Instagram about women falling asleep to true
Yeah.
crime stuff.
I need a baby wipe. Ember decided to leave me a nice sticky gift on my pants.
I used to want to be a detective because of the whole true crime thing, but I'm not sure if I could. I've thought about being a journalist. Yeah, I just imagine like it seems cool, the whole concept, but if you're a detective or anybody working in it, you're seeing this stuff. It's got to be different dealing with the families, dealing with like,
I would
you're in it.
love to be a detective. I think it would be very interesting, but I could never be a cop, and you have to become a cop in order to become a detective. So that's just not in the cards for me.
Yeah. But then it's like you just be a cop in like.
I would not want to even go through it. You have to go through it to become a cop.
I would just go somewhere where it's like
I have zero
Just
interest
like
in being a police officer.
just like a really low key, nice area, like just like where's a place that just nothing's happening. Just at the smallest
Those are the
town.
places where stuff happens, though.
Or
Don't
like,
you watch the horror movies?
Yeah, I've seen that episode of Criminal Minds many times. Because then you'd be doing just like mostly paperwork. You'd have people calling on like, my neighbor's putting up a fence right now.
And it's on my fence. It's on my property
Yeah,
line.
like that would be your calls. Did you fly or drive to Oregon? I flew.
Ember, you're just gonna stomp on your cracker and
It would take me a long time to drive out here, and then I would have to drive all the way back. Plus, it's actually cheaper for me to fly. It is. I swear.
she said, "Why you lying?"
Yeah. I can't watch the true crime stuff with the deep voice announcer guy late at night because it freaks me out. That's funny. That's like Dateline or something, probably, right? Or 60 Seconds. Or 60 Minutes. Become a detective in the UK. You do not need to be an officer first. But then she has to move to the
then I
UK.
gotta go to a different country.
Yeah. Although I do love the UK, but
I've always wanted to go to the UK. I used to read a lot of books that were based in the UK, like when I was a teen.
Will you just tell me when you want to go? I'll be there. It's really fun. But I would actually like to go because I've been to London, but I've not been outside of London.
Kingdom. Is that what I'm thinking of? Oh, that is the UK.
Yeah.
No, there's a part of the UK that I always wanted to go to.
Yeah. But then there's. I'm gonna be embarrassed if I get any information wrong geographically, so I'm not gonna say anything. Because isn't Scotland part of the UK?
I don't even know. So, I was watching. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes if I am cleaning or something, I put like just something on Netflix for background noise because I like to have background noise. And a lot of times I put stupid reality shows on because I don't get committed to it.
Yeah.
And there was one where like they had to it was a dating show and they had teams or whatever. They had to name as many countries as they could. And they were like didn't even know if like there was a state that someone thought was a country, and it was just real embarrassing.
I am dying laughing. I could at least do that.
It's like I could at least name some countries.
Yeah, like I would at least only name places I knew were countries. Like I wouldn't be like.
But they were talking about states in the United States,
like
as
Alaska.
countries. Yeah,
like they probably thought Alaska was separate. That's funny.
Fantasy Island. That might have been one that I was watching.
I feel like I've seen an episode of that show too.
But I think that there was one that I did get committed. I actually really liked it. It might have been Love Island or something.
Oh, everyone in the world loves Love Island. I've never seen it.
It's
the
new
very popular
one, right? On Netflix. It's new. It just came out, and Nick Lachey's the host. And they had people from like all the Netflix reality shows. They had people from.
I don't
so
know.
There's like Love Is Blind and The Circle and
Love Island is its own show, and that one's really popular.
Then I might be thinking of like Paradise something. I don't know.
I know what show you're talking about because I have seen an episode of that because it was like. They were asking questions, and then if they got it wrong, they got like a bucket of water dumped on them,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
I actually did really like that reality show.
Oh. Scotland is in the northern part of the island. London is on.
I also love Love Is Blind, and they have new episodes out now.
Cheap flights to Spain from Edinburgh. Come see me on your way to Spain. Oh, that would actually be fun. We would need like. If we had like 2 weeks, we could do a pretty awesome vacation, but we'd be so tired after. We'd also need a lot of money. It would be expensive. Never seen Love Island. Yeah, I've never seen Love Island, but I know about it because... Okay, UK equals England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Okay. So I didn't sound as stupid as I thought I was going to. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Scotland is the UK.
April said, does Samantha have YouTube? Yes, she does have a YouTube channel.
I do.
It's just
I should
Samantha R. Olmsted.
Here, I can
Paul,
post it.
Paul will
Oh, yeah.
it.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
That'd
Please.
be great.
I meant to be like on it so I could do it, but yeah, Love Is Blind. Everybody loves Love Is Blind.
I really like Love Is... I like Love Is Blind more than I like The Bachelor, and I'm not super into The Bachelor.
I am not into The Bachelor at all anymore.
It's snowing hard.
It's
Look at those
big
flakes. Those
chunks
flakes
of
are
snow.
so big.
You can't even see up the mountains anymore, so it's coming down like from them.
Yeah.
Because it was clear. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't get down with The Bachelor anymore. I used to watch it like everybody else, and then I just feel like I grew out of it.
I just feel like sometimes, if I'm not into whoever the Bachelor, Bachelorette is, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
Or if I'm not into the contestants.
And it's the same show every time, and then, yeah. Georgia is also a country. True.
Texas is also a country.
That's what I would think they would say, Texas. Here you go.
Is your dad back? He is.
He is. Pop into New Zealand in the summertime. I would also love to go to New Zealand.
Same.
My airline flies there.
I really want to go to Australia though.
Me too.
I have a couple friends in one friend in Australia who he's a professional cinematographer, and he worked with Simple Plan when we were all on Warped Tour together. I've just always wanted to go though.
Yeah, I really want to go there too.
But he's always doing shoots there, and it's so beautiful.
I feel like the big trips that I'm gonna end up taking this year, I'm trying to go to South Africa at some point, and then I would like to go to Tokyo or Singapore. Like, I've been really wanting to go to Singapore.
Is it Dada? 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 Dada?
The Bachelors and Bachelorette shows.
They're very
stupid.
stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I mean, the whole premise of falling in love in 2 months and then expected to get married, it's just unrealistic now.
Well, and
It's
then
weird we ever thought it was realistic.
Isaac and I actually watched the whole season of, I think, whatever his name is, Clayton. And then he winds up telling all 3 girls that he loves them. But then he slept with the 2 and wanted to sleep with the last girl. He knew that she was going to be the one, but still slept with the other girls. And then she was like, I can't be with you if you slept with other girls. And then he's like, what?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong.
However could you think this of me?
It's like, if it was real love, you wouldn't want to be with those other people intimately like that.
No. It doesn't, it's...
And then they wound up not being together. Then they got together after the show, and they're breaking up again.
And then the last season I watched was, I forget her name. Actually, I remember. But there was like a really toxic guy on the show, and I felt like he was really, like, abusive. And to me, it was straight up dangerous to have him on the show, and they kept him on the show. I'm sure because it was because of rating. And I was like, that's not a cool thing to do. So I never watched another episode.
I've watched seasons here and there throughout the years. My favorite season was JoJo's season, and she's actually still with her guy, and that was like 7 or 8 years ago, and they just got married, and she's from Dallas. Oh, Wonder Wild. Are you mad because your dad went inside?
You see the camera? Yeah, I can see what's up there. I'm not going to compete for a man to love me and sleep with other women, him deciding who to be his wife. No, I'm not happy. Yeah,
exactly.
There was probably in like 2017. No, that's a lie. That doesn't make the timeline of that doesn't make sense. It would have been before I was with my ex, so it would have been like maybe 2015 or 16.
I always do that.
Yeah. And I was single at the time, so I considered auditioning for The Bachelor.
A lot of people do it for a following.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, I feel like I would be really good reality TV, but not in a good way. Like, it would make me look bad, but it would be good for TV. And so ultimately, I decided, like, no, I probably shouldn't do this. It won't, like, look good on me in the long run.
I just hated, because I watched Rachel and Gabby's season, and they were the 2 bachelorettes, right? Mm-hmm. Their whole thing was, we got screwed over, we're going to find real love, blah, blah, blah. And then when it came down to, they literally both knew exactly the guy that they wanted to be with.
Yeah.
Except, I will say, Rachel told all 3 guys that she loved him. She did the same thing that Clayton did. The exact same thing.
I'm trying to think if
But then, like, Gabby was like, all about this one guy, and then he was like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage. And it's like, that's the whole point of the show.
Yeah.
And I think the guys did that to Rachel too. They were like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage.
I'd put on a dress for a $50,000 paycheck. But then your whole, think about it this way too, is like, when you're on something like a reality show, you have 0 control over how they edit you to look. So
how they perceive you to be.
I know exactly how they would edit me. They would get every clip of me having to, so what happens to me is people will always ask me if I want to try some of their food. And I'll be like, oh no, thank you, why not? Well, I'm vegan, right? Like, that's what I say. They would soundbite 1,000 clips of me having to tell people I'm vegan, and it would just be,
she's the crazy vegan.
The crazy vegan, and I'd be like, talking about tarot cards or like psychics.
And they'd only get that clip.
I'd be the crazy, like, crystal waving hippie, like vegan. I know that's how they would like edit me. I can just see it. I'd be that like weird person. So I was like, that's who. Once you're edited on a show like that, that's who you are the rest of your life. It doesn't matter like how hard you try to escape it. Like that's how people will remember you. So $50,000 is a lot, but like for a whole lifetime,
That ain't that much.
yeah, you have to like really
For
consider.
your reputation.
Yeah, if you're just gonna like.
Also,
know.
I don't think that the contestants don't get paid unless they win.
Right.
And they have to bring their own dresses and like
Yes.
do their own makeup.
Yes.
Like, The Bachelor makes a lot of money to not be paying those girls.
Correct. Like they should be paid. They should each be making at least $50,000.
But it's like, and I really like Love is Blind, and it was sad that like there were no successful couples this last season. But the first season, multiple couples that ended up together are still together to this day.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
My mouth and looks wouldn't be good for TV. I pretty much say the truth. That's what would make you great for TV, though. That's
what
that's
they
the
want.
thing. Yeah, they want the drama. They want the like I know that I would say things that would be really funny for TV, or I could easily play the villain too. Like I think I would go into one of those shows being like, okay, Samantha, we're gonna be America's sweetheart. We are gonna make America fall in love with it, and I would come out the one that is just like rude and everybody hates.
So Samantha decided that she's going to audition to become the next Bachelorette.
And we're wild.
This is my
No
audition.
comment.
Oh, funny. They make you sign a contract. Oops. This is a very sensitive
Yeah.
tripod legs.
Thing.
They make you sign a contract saying they can edit the footage to make you look bad, even making up things. Yes,
Well, and
exactly.
they purposely make it to where you can't see how much they're drinking, and they constantly are fed alcohol.
Yes.
And they're all produced, and producers are telling them like, "Hey, you should go say this to someone," or
Yeah.
like, you know, what's wrong? Well, why
Right.
don't you confront them? Why don't you
Right.
tell them that that's bothering you? You know.
And if you're willing to do whatever they say, they would probably be like, Jaylena, we need some drama. Can you go
Yeah.
start something with Samantha? Like, go try to feed her the shrimp and see what happens. Like, go throw shrimp at her face and see what happens. Like, that's what, and then I'd be the crazy vegan freaking out over the shrimp. Like,
I don't know what show it was. I think it was like Bachelors in Paradise. There was one girl who loved scallops.
Yeah.
And she kept eating the scallops, and they would show it every single time. And by the end of the season, she was the scallop girl, and everyone made fun of her for the
Yeah.
scallops, and it was a whole thing.
I'm gonna get Isaac to produce my own Bachelorette show, and it'll be me just choosing from a bunch of bachelors who
We
are
should have people
interested in
sign
my
up. We'll do it at Descend on Bed.
the Nomad Bachelorette. That would be me.
That would be
I'll be taking applications anytime now. So if you're interested, tell your friends, tell your brothers and your fathers at this point.
Your brothers and your fathers.
and your sons.
And your
And your
Listen,
cousins and nephews.
I'm at that age. I pretty much fit into all dating ranges at this point. I thought Alexis and Brennan made it. Do you know who they are?
I don't know if they're still together though. I did like them together.
Is Naked and Afraid real? Like, it's a
I
real
think
show,
it is.
but is it?
I think
don't
it's
know.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Naked and Afraid. And
I've seen
I think
Naked
it's
and
real.
Afraid. My mom's obsessed with survivalist shows, and you guys, my mom couldn't be a worst survivalist. Like, the absolute worst person I would ever want to be like surviving with. And she loves those shows, and she's convinced she could do it.
I put on Netflix's new survival show just as a background show because I do that. I think it's called, what is it called?
Outlast.
Outlast. And Isaac became obsessed with it. Obsessed.
Outlast.
And there was this girl, and she was like, I was in prison, and blah, blah, blah. And she starts acting like this is prison, and they start stealing people's stuff and sabotaging their camps. And they're like, I don't know.
It's like the Hunger
You
Games.
could
is
tell
what
she's
that
at
sounds
that
like.
prison. That's what Isaac
Yeah.
said. This is Hunger Games for adults.
Yeah.
And they put her prison face on.
Well, now I want to see it.
It was
That
actually a really
sounds
good
funny.
show.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it very long on a survivalist show because I would just eat tree bark, number one. I just like continue eating tree bark. And because I know I'll not die from that. Probably get covered in poison ivy and just be naked and itching, afraid, like, and starving.
Isaac was like, I wonder if anyone's ever died on this show. So he Googled it, if anyone ever died on Outlast. And he was like, so-and-so is decapitated by so-and-so. What? And we started freaking out. It's a video game.
Oh.
It's based off a video game. Or vice
I was
versa,
like,
I
it is the
don't
Hunger
know.
Games. It truly is.
But no one ever died.
Bus Life Bachelorette coming at you. Descent 2023. Get ready, everyone. Although I swore this was the year I was not going to search for my husband at Descent. It didn't go great for me last year. I frightened a lot of men, probably a lot of females
Very
as well.
entertaining to watch.
So I feel like this year, I mean, the snow looks so cool right there, though.
It does.
It's like it's moved, so it's not something like that here, but across the street, the snow is just slowly falling.
And
like
in
a
the, you
Christmas
can
movie.
see like the mountains with covered in pine trees in the background. It literally looks like a fake.
It looks like Christmas movie.
Yeah, like a
Netflix Christmas
Yeah.
movie, Hallmark.
or Netflix. They're basically the same at this point.
Come on,
That's right.
super chat. There it is. A family that rolls together stays together. Did a $5 super sticker. Thank you
Keep
so
it
much.
up.
We're trying.
Walking barefoot in the jungle. No thanks. I agree.
That's why you
Bugs.
gotta make your own shoes and you make your own clothes out of the leaves and the sticks, you know.
You know what? I bet I could figure out my.
There was
way.
one girl who there are sometimes the girls will make clothes because you're on there with a stranger and it's a dude, and, you know.
Should I do my own YouTube series called
Yes.
Can I Survive in the Jungle? And I'll just
Yes.
drop myself off in the jungle. Actually, you know who I was talking to about this was Brad, the average Brad. We had a conversation about this, and I was trying to tell him he should do it for his channel because he watches all the survivalist stuff. And he was like, I think I'd be good at it. And I'm like, you gotta do it. And you gotta YouTube it. Just vlog it. Just live in the jungle.
He like linked his YouTube channel in one of his Instagram stories, and I was like, oh cool, he has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna go check it out. He hasn't posted in like a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't. He's not active. I'm trying to convince him to, because he'd be very good.
He lives an interesting life. He was just living on a boat. He has a bus in or a van in Alaska. He does bus life.
Yeah. Yeah, and he does like interesting things, and he has a really good personality. So like he'd have good videos, but just don't ask for advice from Bear Grylls.
Grizzlies.
Oh, okay. I was like, girls? Grills? Yeah, I'd stay away from the bears.
I started
For sure.
watching because I like to walk on the treadmill, and I usually listen to music, but lately I've just been watching TV shows. So I started watching the show called The Keep Breathing, and it's actually, so far it's
The Keep Breathing?
it's
What's it
just
about?
keep breathing.
Oh.
This girl needs to get to this certain place for some reason, and she convinces these two dudes to let her go on the plane because she's at the airport, and they're like, sorry, your plane's all messed up, you know, you can't fly out until tomorrow. So she flies with these guys, and then they crash, and she gets stuck alone because they both wind up dying.
And she's just alone where the plane
Alone in
went.
the wilderness, like she doesn't even know where she's at. And I think the guys were actually like drug dealers or something.
Whoa.
So
That sounds good.
one of them survived but winds up dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no one's coming for you. And she's like, oh yeah, you logged the flight. Like they know that we're
Yeah.
coming. And he's like, no one's coming for you.
Because it was illegal.
Yeah. So she
Oh,
like
man.
dove back into the lake to get their bags out of the plane, and it's like full of money and like oxycodone.
Bear Grylls is a survival expert from the UK. Wait, so why should
Oh.
we not take advice from him? Wouldn't we want to take his advice? Foraging. Everyone should know how to do it. I agree. I want to learn how to forage. Because then I could pick out which mushrooms wouldn't kill me.
Bustin' on a Budget said Linnea and Akila are on YouTube, and she did a snow fort. She'd probably collab on an awkward survival challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, we met her at
But you guys, she would knock my socks off on a challenge. Are you kidding me? I would never be able to go up against her on a survivalist challenge. She's like the queen outdoor girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking like
Aristocracy.
Chrissy. We were talking about you today. We love you. If I did some kind of survivalist challenge, my only goal would literally be to survive. I'd be lucky if I survived. Like, she would be aesthetic and like great. She'd build some kind of mansion tree for her.
So
And,
they'd be
like-
like, I lost 36 pounds in 20 days
Yeah,
eating
tree bark. She's like making bread and stew and all
making
this stuff.
sourdough out in the woods.
It cuts to me. I'm naked, shivering with
Just
poison
gnawing
ivy,
on the tree.
eating a tree branch.
I think that would be really
Oh my
entertaining.
god. Linnea, if you're out there and you want to collab.
That's what you're getting yourself into. But Isaac just got back, and I think we're going to figure out what we're going to do for our trip. So we are going to go ahead and call this live since we've been off for quite a while. I figured we'd go a little bit longer in true Samantha style fashion.
Yeah, because I always
Is she
forget
eating
to
a
look at the
donut on the
time.
live right now?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna hop in and say hi real quick.
Okay.
What's your
Isaac, close
outro?
us out.
That's your outro. That's your outro. No, it's your chat. You take it out.
No, you take it out.
Babe, I'm just a prop.
This is my prop.
I'm a Filipino. You have 2 Filipino props right here. Look.
Tis true.
Isn't this the cutest little outro you've ever seen?
Ember Wild, you take them out. Hey guys, my name's Ember Wild. Thank you guys so much for watching our live chat. We had so much fun. We appreciate you. And one of these days, I'm gonna make my whole own video for you guys. And you guys are gonna go sub, okay? Alright, Filipinos out. Peace out, bro. I'll see y'all in another video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Peace out, homeboys.